gorgeous that sunrise is this morning. So red and glowing and round. Looking through the screen here just doesn't do it justice, but it's just amazing. Alrighty, let's go around here and look at what's causing all this noise. It's Charlie bobbing up and down as usual. He loves to see the birds. Aren't you, Charlie boy? Zoe, where's your ball? Where's your ball? Have you got your ball? Where's your ball? Hello up there. I'll have to go and get you some food. Hello, Kookaburra. Hello. I haven't got any food with me. I came to see the sunrise. I'll have to go inside and get you some. Hey, hello. I will go inside and get you some, okay? And then I'll come back. What do you think? He's not quite sure about the camera. G'day guys, welcome back. I'm going to do a ring pour today. The ring pour that's got the satin enamel in it. And instead of the Supreme Sheen, I'm going to go with this one. This one just arrived in the mail. Decoart Metallics. And it is the rose gold. So it's really pretty, isn't it? And I'm going to go with my blues and my turquoises because that's the colours that I like. I tend to do blues with white and copper. I'll show you one of these ones. This is like one of my all-time favourites. Look at that. So that was a flip cup pour. So similar colours really to what I've got here. White, copper, navy, grey and dark turquoise. So very similar to that, but going for a ring pour this time. Let me see if I can show you. Got the, I don't know, you can pick up the copper shining there. It's really hard to pick up metallics, isn't it? Anyway, it's dried really pretty. I'm looking forward to doing a bigger one in those colours. Now, the last ring pour that I did, it's a big one. I don't know if it'll fit into the frame. That's it there. It's all dry now. I was kind of going for a rose look, but I think maybe my mix was a little bit on the thick side. And the white didn't really bloom as much as I would have liked it to. But it's all dry now and glistening, shiny. I can't even fit it all in. It's a big one. So that's it there anyway. All dry. I'll give it a coat of varnish, I think, because it's a really pretty one. Righto, on to today. Pouring medium, just Floetrol. And for this pour, I've mixed everything 2 to 1. 2 parts Floetrol to 1 part paint. With that one that I just showed you, I think I had my white 1 to 1. And the satin enamel didn't really bloom. It didn't do its thing. And I'm thinking that was because it was a bit too thick. So it's actually, the white's actually thinner than the Liquitex Basics. Because when you pour the white out, it is a thinner paint anyway. And the satin enamel's quite a thin paint too. So these were mixed 50-50. And then 1 part of that to 1 part Floetrol. And then this was mixed 2 parts Floetrol to 1 part paint. My blue, I used phthalo blue with some black to darken it to get that lovely navy. The grey, I just used black with just a little bit of white. Actually put a little bit of blue in it as well because it was kind of looking a bit brown. So I put some blue in it as well. And then the turquoise is just the turquoise blue with a tiny little dash of black. So I think I've got enough light colours here with these two that I can have those darker colours. So we'll see what happens. 40 by 50 centimetre canvas, which is 16 by 20 inches. Yes, I think that's right. And I've got 600 grams of mixed paint. If you were doing a base coat, you'd have more of your base coat and less of the colours, but I don't tend to use a base coat, so I've just got equal amounts of paint. And then if I need any extra, I've got this left over from, I don't even know where it's from or what it is. It smells like Artist Loft. I can usually go with the smell as to what brand of paint it is. Okay, let's just get to layering. This is a 2-cup 16-ounce jug, so I've got just over 2 cups. I might move these off to the side actually, because I'm most likely to knock them over. So a little bit of white in the bottom first, not too much, and then go with this beautiful rose gold. Look at that. I'm going to have to get some more. I got it from Amazon, just through Amazon Prime. Hope it's not too thin. Oh well, it's done now. Normally I would mix that 1.5 parts Floetrol to 1 part paint, but again, because it is like the puffy maker, that particular brand, you know, it makes those effects, I thought I will keep it a little bit thinner. What do I want next? I think the grey on the navy will be too similar, so we'll pop that in next. And then just a little bit of the white, probably about half the amount of white as the other colours. This is really gloopy, the black. I don't know why. I look at it and I think, oh, it's thick. But then if you give it a really good stir, it sort of comes back again. Do I want that next to the white? I probably don't, you know. Do you reckon? No, I don't think so. Let's go with a bit of the blue. And I'm going to do some more copper. And then the black. It does feel very gloopy. I'm going to put some water in it. Blacks are usually thicker, aren't they? You know, it doesn't matter what brand you're using. I feel that the blacks are always thicker. Yeah, still leaves a mound, so that's all right. Righty-o. Now we'll go with some turquoise. And then some more of the navy. A little bit of white. I think the copper, that would be nice. No order here, just however I feel I want it. It's going to be the end of the turquoise by the looks of it. I don't know if I'll use all the white. I just made equal amounts of everything, but because I'm not using as much white in each layer, I probably don't need as much of the white as I do of the other colours. But I can always use it on my corners if I need to. That's the end of the navy by the looks of it. Now I don't really want to put any more white into it because I don't want the white sort of around the outsides. I'd rather just have the white in the center. So lesson learned, I only need to make up half the amount of white. That's okay, I'll keep that for another pour. Yeah, I don't need that, all that. Let's just throw that in there. don't think I want a lot of copper. See, the copper's really seems to have taken over. I may just put some of this, I don't really know what it is, but let's just put it on top anyway. Okay. Righto. Let's do a ring pour. I'll come around this way. I shouldn't do that, should I? Look, I've made a dent now. I shouldn't put that on top. There's no support underneath that. Rightio. Let's do a ring pour. I'm going to do relatively big rings. So I like the look of the big rings. Wow, that copper's taken over. Note to self, not so much copper. See, when I'm using the extreme sheen, I only use a tiny bit, like half of one of those little 2-ounce bottles, because it is so strong. I sort of forgot about it when I was making up my paint here, but we'll see what happens. Just looks like a very copper painting. Now get a bit closer when you get down to the end of your jug, so that you can do nice, neat, round circles. Okay, it looks as if there's only going to be pretty much white coming out now, so let's catch that little drip. It's very copper. I was really hoping for quite a dark, moody painting, but not looking like that at the moment, is it? Popping bubbles. Now the rest of this black that I've got, I'm going to pop some water into it and just use that on my corners. I'm so surprised about all that copper. Oh my gosh. Not copper, rose gold. It looks like copper. That was a bit of a waste, wasn't it, using all that? I didn't even use it all. There's some in the bottom still. All right, note to self, half the amount of white, half the amount of metallic to double the amount of colours, because it just takes over. Well, we'll see what happens. At the moment it's not looking very promising, is it? But wait and see. Okay, that's the black thinned down. Alright, see if I can keep some of it for my next pour, since I've still got a lot of that white left with the satin enamel in it. So if this doesn't work, I'll scrape this and then I can use the rest of that white, hey? And the rest of my black too. Just spread that there. I won't worry about the edges for the moment. Done. You do need to have this flow enhancer, I call it, because it just helps the ring flow to the edges, because it wets the canvas. So you do need to have it thinner than what's there, otherwise that'll just kind of hit it and it won't be able to climb over the little bump, so to speak. So it does need to be thinner to actually help it flow and not come to a dead standstill. Righto. I like that bit of blue there. Where's all my navy gone? Oh my gosh. I'm going to go around in a big circle first so I can see what it's going to look like. Actually, no, I won't. I'm not even going to do that. I'm just going to go straight over there, and I'm going to come back. Back to the middle, go down there, Don't want to lose all my blue. Probably going around in a big circle would have been beneficial. I don't normally do this. I normally do go around in a big circle, but I just had the feeling that my rings were a little bit thin. Now I keep that on the corner. And that is probably about it. That was quick, wasn't it? Can't really do much more. Well, that certainly wasn't what I was expecting. I think it's the copper rose gold. I think it's too thin. I should have stuck to what I would normally use, my ratios with this product, instead of 2 to 1, because it's quite a thin mix. Oops. No, I don't think I'm going to torch you. If you torch afterwards, the bubbles pop and you get those little dark dots. So I think it's better just to leave them. I want to tilt more. That was too quick. No fun when you spend all that time mixing and it's over in 30 seconds. Hey! I do like what it's doing here. Those kind of cells we're getting there. Let me check my edges, get the black off that. It's got a really pretty, just a shimmer right through it because of that rose gold. It's really pretty shimmer. So I could tell by the way that the paint was moving around on the canvas that it was a little bit too thin. But hey, it was my first go using this in the painting, so can't complain. Hey, every time you use a new product, you kind of have to start from scratch because it's different. Each product is a little bit different. Nope, that's the wrong colour. Let's try this one. It's better. Try and match the colour as close as possible. I think that's a really pretty pour. As I said, wasn't what I was going for, but then never is it? You just get what you get with this fluid art. I did sort of think about moving this down, but then this is just me thinking out loud. If I moved that bar down here, it'd have a lot more of that rose gold and you'd lose this blue because you'd push all the blue off. So I think it's kind of balanced. There's the rose gold there, and then we've got the blue through there. So to me that looks balanced. The eye isn't exactly in the middle, which is good. I prefer it sort of off to the side. The only thing I would contemplate is maybe going that way a little bit. What do you guys think? Can you answer me? What will I do? Just leave it? Just leave it. Okay. I'll just leave it. I do like it. As I said, I'll go again with thickening this up. When I do my extreme sheen, I have 1:1 with Floetrol. So I think this would work better as 1.5 to 1 instead of 2 to 1. So let me take you down for a close-up. Actually, it's growing on me. It is. It's like a rock formation. I think all these ring pours, because of the layers, they look, well, because of the rings, they look like layers of rock, don't they? They really do. Not very well centered today, am I? I'm off to the right. Whoa! Get down there. Oops. All right, I'm just going to take you down. I'll just put that one there for a minute. Okay, let's see what we can see. I don't know if you can pick up the shimmer of that rose gold. See, I'm starting to get some definition in the rings here. Oh, look, you can see that rose gold shimmering there. But then where the rose is, we lose the definition. See the difference? Definition, no definition. It's just a big block of rose gold. That's because it was too thin. It's blending, and in here, see, it's blending. It's pretty, but it's not holding its ring definition because that is too thin. So it's blending there as well, wherever that rose gold is. Over here, loving this. Shoo fly. There's a fly in here. Go away. Oh, did you see that? Nearly touched my painting. Okay, really like that. That's what I was more hoping to go for something like this. See how it's darker? So definitely going again. Get out of my face, fly. Oh my gosh. Be careful, I'll drop the camera trying to shoo a fly. There we go. It is really pretty, isn't it? It is. You've got to give it that. It is really pretty. Okay. I shall leave it at that. And there's that other one down there, sitting down there. Let's see if I can show you the gold. There we go. Shimmer, shimmer. All right, this fly is driving me crazy. I have to swat it. Thanks for watching. I'll definitely see you for the next pour. Bye for now.